I'm gonna talk real quiet. Let me show y'all what's happening. Okay, look at this. But it's so quiet. It's shh, gotta be quiet over here. You know what I mean? So anyway, listen, I'm gonna do this video real quick. Thank you for everybody who was patient with me as we were making our transition to our new state. We, as some of you guys know, we have moved. We left California, which is what they call it, California. Went to a different state. So thank you for your patience. That's why I couldn't do my Sunday video. However, I just wanted to do this video to let you guys know that we did kill the markets. Well, actually, I didn't. I told you guys, and I was very transparent. I told you up front. I said sometimes, what's up, D? Sometimes I will trade. Sometimes I won't trade. And last week, guys, we were transitioning. I didn't trade. I let Mr. Elvis in the Signals group do that. And last week, he had a 17-0 record. Not saying that's going to happen all the time. I think the week before that was 23-5 or something like that. And then that doesn't include what Miss Jenny did. Miss Jenny and the Scalping group, they did like 1900 and something pips. So here's my point. I'm just doing an update video just to say, hey, thank you everyone who was patient with me as we were transitioning from state to state. Man, it has been a fiasco. I'm gonna do a video on that, by the way, soon. What's up, Rob? So I'm gonna do a video on that. But the point is that again, this week I'm doing the same thing. I'm not going to be trading myself a whole lot. I'm just going to be taking the signals myself from the Signals group. Maybe I have to find 1 or 2 trades, but realistically, let me tell you guys one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Of course, I can trade, but again, I like to outsource the work. I literally hate doing the work, including even these thumbnails that y'all see. There's a husband and wife team in a different country who I pay them very well to do my thumbnails. I can do thumbnails, but why do that? I outsource it. So this week, like I said, I love the view. As you guys can see, it's very beautiful and quiet at this place. We're still waiting on our other place to be done, but this place right here, you know, I just want to chill with my wife, man, and take a break. So either way it goes, listen, I'm gonna let Mr. Elvis and Miss Jenny handle it. I'm just going to follow their leads. I'm going to take their signals to Mr. Elvis again. He had 17 wins last week, no losses. And so this is a brand new week. I'm just going to be taking signals myself. So I just wanted to give you guys that update. For the students who are in with the Simplicity group, I will be doing class in the morning at a regular time. So make sure to be on time if you want. Let me be very clear, because a lot of people ask me this, by the way. They say, hey, what's the difference between this, this, and this? Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to break it down, and then by the way, I love Chinese food. So I just went to this Chinese food restaurant, and I'm fixing to eat. Okay, so I'm going to do this real quick, and then I'll do a better video later on this week. Okay, so here, let me explain the difference. Okay, here it is. If you want to learn how to trade and be taught in a classroom type setting, then purchase the Simplicity system. It's the same system that we all use. Somebody asked me about binary options. I used to do binary options a long time ago, but realistically, it's very, very risky if you don't know what you're doing. A lot of people have lost tons of money. Binary options, we used to trade in 30-second increments. We used to trade in 1-minute increments. I don't recommend it, to be honest with you. I really do not recommend it. Not saying you can't make money, but most people never do because it's way too fast. Okay, so just being honest with you, brother. I know I see your question, so I just want to be transparent with you. Yes, I do know how to trade binary options. I used to do that years. Actually, I would trade binary options before I heard anything about Forex. We did very well, but again, it's just way too fast, way too fast. You're trading in 30, at least the way we did it, we traded in 30-second increments, 1-minute increments, and stuff like that, okay? All right, cool. All right, cool. But let me get back to my point. So here's the deal, which, by the way, this is kind of flowing into it. If it was me, which it is me, if you like that short-term trading, I'm just telling you guys, go with Miss Jenny. You know what I mean? I'm telling you up front, join the Signal service, join Miss Jenny's class, and scalp your butt off with her. You know what I mean? Just scalp with her. I'm telling you, you'll be more consistent, because that's the key. You can have a good trade or a couple of trades, and this is what a lot of people do. They have a lot of trades, and they'll do good for a minute, and then after that, they fall off the cliff and can't get back. You know what I mean? And then they just on the chase trying to remake the money they lost. They don't have consistency because they're not trading with a group of people. And it's different when you're trading by yourself versus trading with a group of people. And so the scalping group, there's a group of people and they're trading together. And I think that's what makes it a lot more successful, because you have a leader in the group, but everybody's in the chat at the same time, talking, asking questions, and you're engaging. So to answer your question, brother, if it was any way, shape, or form to what I would have done differently, I wouldn't have done binary options. I would have did that method with Miss Jenny, so I can be in a group setting. Okay. Now, furthermore, a lot of times, a lot of those binary option brokers are scammers. So I just want to throw that out there. When I was dealing with the binary option group, I had a large group, including family members and everything else, and that thing turned into a fiasco. And those people tried to get us for basically $500,000. That's $500,000. That's the reason why I never make broker recommendations, by the way, because of that incident. But anyway, getting back to my point really quickly. Again, if you're a person who just wants to trade on your own, but need some guidance, then get the simplicity system, okay? Because again, the classes come with the system. You don't pay extra for it. Like a lot of these other companies, they charge you a large monthly fee, $300 a month. You know what I mean? I ain't into all that. So just get the simplicity system, so you'll have the same trading system we have, and then just attend the classes every week, which, by the way, I'm out of town, but I will be in class in my makeshift desk, okay? Yeah, Rob, it does. I'm just being honest with you, man. Trading in a group, it makes all the difference in the world, because you can bounce ideas off of people. A lot of people trying to trade on their own, and you don't, yeah, just go to superezforex.com. And click on the join button. You'll see the link right there as soon as you hit on there, to get the simplicity system, okay? And even with that, we're in a classroom setting. You'll be able to talk directly with me. My classes typically are only supposed to be 30 minutes to 1 hour. It's hardly ever that I do that, because I typically want to answer everybody's questions, give you a chance to talk with me. I get to talk with you and meet you, and it's more of a family atmosphere, you know what I mean? So if that's what you want to do, just, hey, you need a little bit of guidance in the trading system, then just get the trading system. And again, it's a one-time fee, and then the classes, you can come forever. I've been doing them classes for several years and never charge extra penny. So that's one. The second thing is, if you're just a person who just want to trade completely on your own, what's up, Super Black? If you just want to completely trade on your own, then I recommend just get the Sexy Analyst. It gives you all the basic tools that you're going to need, which is, your support and resistance levels. It give you two sets of trend lines, outer trend lines, inner trend lines. It gives you the supply and demand zones. It gives you scanners, you know what I mean? It gives you all the stuff that you would basically need to trade on your own. And basically what it does, it automates the process of a person who likes to trade on their own, where they're marking up their charts. You're drawing your trend lines and your support and resistance levels. It does it automatically for you. Plus it gives you two scanners. That's what it's actually for. People, now let me be clear. People always ask, well, what about the trend lines? Do they repaint? They're supposed to. Have you ever drawn in trend lines of your own? And if you draw in trend lines, they will tend to, especially the shorter the time frame, the more you have to every day come in and redo your trend lines, because price action sometimes does a breakout and therefore it tends to go the other way. So it takes time to go through every single pair, doing your own drafting of the trend lines, your support and resistance. It takes a long time, for some people. Now, some people season at it so they can get it done maybe 5 minutes per chart, marking them all up the way they want to see what they need to see. Me, I'm just, hey, one click, I just want to see everything at one glance. And if I click on a different time frame, if I'm on the daily, it automatically puts everything in place for me. If I'm on the 15-minute, it puts everything in place for me. So in one glance, it's just time saver. Okay, so if that's what you want, then the Sexy Analyst is for you. Okay, and that's dirt cheap. And by the way, 10%, I always say 10%, but it's actually more than that we give away to nonprofit organizations like Shriners Hospital, Cancer Society, Alzheimer's, and just many, many more domestic violence situations, child endangerment situations where they're prostituting children. So your $29 a month is actually going towards that. Okay, I know there was another service out there. They were charging $50 a month, and they were only giving you one simple thing, and they've been around for years. And I had years ago, I had signed on to them to see how it worked, and I mean, they were barely giving you anything, and it was $50 a month. So I said $29 a month. Anybody can afford that. Okay, so if that's what you want to do, you want to be an independent trader, you want the scanners. The scanner comes with the trend line scanners to let you know when price action actually touches a trend line, which is very helpful if you're going to do it on the higher time frames like the 4-hour or the daily. Okay. That getting that alert and then knowing that price action tend to react at at certain levels and at certain, when it touches certain trend lines, having that scanner to scan that for you makes it very convenient. The second scanner that it comes with is the support and resistance scanner. Okay, so therefore, instead of you looking for support and resistance levels, when it touches a support or resistance level, and by the way, what's cool about it, you can adjust it to whatever time frame you want. So if you're a person who like to do support and resistance levels off the weekly, then you can set it for the weekly. If you would like to do support and resistance level off the daily, you can do that. 4 hour, blah blah blah. Okay, so all that comes with it for $29 a month, and again, you're really helping a great cause, many causes. If you look on that website, which by the way, for the sexy analysts, for independent traders, that website is Love Your Charts at loveyourcharts.com. It's just loveyourcharts.com. You go on there and scroll to the bottom, you'll see all the different organizations, and we've been supporting them long before I launched this. It's just that this is another way to help me pay money to help support them, including ASPCA. And I'm allergic to pets. I don't even have a pet, but I know the need that is there to support them as well. So you see all the different organizations you support. Okay. Now, last but not least is for the traders who want to make money, but you don't have time. Okay. If you've been trading on for a long time, you're frustrated, or you just you're fed up, your work schedule, you did like me, you've been traveling or you're moving about and you just don't have time to focus 100% on charts, but you want to make some money, then by all means, I'm strongly recommending go with the Signal service. I'm being transparent and honest with you guys. My wife and I just got here night before last night. And again, here's where I am. You see what I'm saying? So I'm standing in this nice place while we're waiting on our other house to be finished. So I'm out here on the balcony, and I took some of their trades. I took some of Mr. Elvis trades, and tomorrow Jenny does her class. So I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade. I'm exhausted. I am tired. I'm unfocused. This move, and I'm gonna do a video on it so that you guys understand that some of you guys, you get discouraged really, really easy because you deal with a whole lot of negativity in your life. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This is very important. You deal with so much negativity in your life, and you're at a point of discouragement. You're at a point of broken spirit. You're at a point of exhaustion, emotional exhaustion, unfocused. You're dealing with a lot. And yet you're still trying to push forward, but you're about to give in, throw in the towel. I'm going to do a video about that so that I can kind of keep you on track, to keep you going forward. You understand what I'm saying? And I know it because I experience it. You understand? And I'm going to share what happened just to get here to this. To God, let me say this and I'm done. Honest to God, I would rather have somebody else do the homework of checking charts, checking for news, checking for this and checking for that, if you honestly know you don't have time. Okay, if you don't, to be able to dedicate, learn this craft and really be checking charts and stuff like that, then just outsource it. You know what I mean? Just outsource the work. Last week, 17 and 0, I mean, for $69 a month, 1 or 2 of them trades would have paid for your monthly costs. Do you get what I'm saying? And that does not include the 17 and 0, does not include the pips that were made in the scalping group. That's something totally separate. De Leon, what's happening? What's happening? Andrew, what's up? What's up? So I'm just telling you guys, I'm being transparent. A lot of people don't want to be transparent, but I'm being very honest. I ain't into trading right now. I'm tired. I am exhausted. Okay. Kelvin, right on, man. Thank you for the shout out. See, here's the thing. I can trade. I can teach how to trade. I can do all that. But there's a time where you just don't feel like it. And so therefore, that's why I think if you're one of those people, just be honest with yourself and outsource it. Get some of them signals, you know what I mean? Collect the profits and keep it moving, which is what I'm going to do this week. I did place, honestly, again, trying to be transparent. I did place 3 trades on my own, but other than that, I'm good, man. I don't want to trade a whole lot, and those are long distance trades. So no matter what happens, I'm not really tripping. You know what I mean? They're gonna take a long time to play out. Most of the trades in the signals group, they day trades. Very few of them are swing trades, but most of them are day trades. But the couple of trades that I took, which is why I didn't send them out in the signals group, is because they were all long term plays. You know what I mean? May take a little while to play out, but when they do, they will. Right? So that's why I didn't do that. But other than that, man, I'm just going to let Mr. Elvis and Miss Jenny do their thing and help me make my profits while I'm on the road. A matter of fact, I'm doing this video. It was supposed to be done yesterday, but I've been on the road. I just literally got back from an hour drive, me and my wife. And plus it was storming and raining and stuff. See, look, man, I took some of his trades, man, and I can just sit back and go do something else. I got to go back and because, we just moved here. So the arrangements are not finished. I still got to do more. I got another drive tomorrow for an hour or something. So after class, you guys, and for those who have this simplicity class, I will be here for class. But once I'm done with class, I got to go do another hour drive to go finish setting up business and doing some other things and da 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 da. So I'm just not into it. You know what I mean? And that's, you just got to be honest. If you don't have the time, then let it be outsourced. Okay. So hopefully I covered everything. Yeah, see, Dervin, he said, you're telling the truth, Uncle P. I've been so busy lately and I haven't had time to trade. I've been so unfocused. See, I told you guys one of the things I'm trying to do is people don't want to tell you the truth about their journey when they're trading. A lot of people talk about trading, they show them profits, but they don't tell you the truth behind the scenes. And I ain't got no problem sharing it with you. I just want y'all to know this is the way it is. This is the life of the trader. Some days, some weeks it's going to be the bomb. Some weeks ain't going to be the bomb. You know what I mean? Some days you're going to feel like trading. Some days you ain't going to feel like getting on that chart trading. Some days you're going to be exhausted because life has come after you. You know what I mean? And you're unfocused. And so, and what I hate is taking trades when I'm unfocused. Now, here's the reason why. Because when I'm unfocused, when I go back, if I lose that trade, I'm going to go back and look at it and say, I know in God, green, earth, normal circumstances, I would never have taken that trade if I was focused. You get what I'm saying? So when you're unfocused, man, you can still make money, but who says you got to be the one doing it? And that's where I'm at, man. I don't want to be the one doing it. I don't have the patience. I don't have the focus. I haven't been sleeping well. This whole move and just man, it's been something. I'm glad we're here, but it took a lot out of me. So that's what I got to say about it. I don't have any more to give y'all, but I do beg you guys when I do the next video about handling tumultuous situations in your life to keep you on track with your goals. I pray that you'll actually watch that video because I'm gonna go down list by step by step by step of all the bull crap that happened to me. And let me say this in closing. Some of you guys, here's where you're at. When stuff like what happened to me happens, some of you guys say, "Oh, this must be a sign. This must be a sign." I got away from that. I don't agree with that because I found out that a lot of the times the biggest attacks that ever happened in my life turned around to be some of the biggest blessings. What happens is you get discouraged first to knock off those who don't have the fortitude to keep on going, but those who do know how to break through those blockades, and that's what we can call them, those blockades in your life where devastation comes in, trying to discourage you, trying to get you off track from whatever God has called you to do. When that happens, most people throw in the towel and quit. But the ones who have been highly successful, and you can read any books that you want, the Warren Buffetts, the Bishop T.D. Jakes, whatever, you will see that the successful people all have something in common, and that's the ability to push past the breaking points of where they thought was going to stop them. And they pushed past anyway, and on the other side of their breaking point was actually their blessing. So for some of you guys, that's what I want to start doing. As a matter of fact, I got a new thing I'm going to probably start doing, which is just talking about life first and then the charts. Get what I'm saying? So we'll talk about charts and we'll talk about trading, but I want to talk to you about life first because when life attacks you, the charts don't help you. And I want you to write that down. When life attacks you, the charts don't help you. Because even if you make a lot of money, just being honest, you can have a lot of money and you wonder why rich people are so crazy and depressed. That's because they made a lot of money, but it didn't help them with life. And some of you guys think that if I make enough money, life will just leave me alone. Actually, it does not. It does not. It doesn't. It just finds a different way to attack you. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, money is not the issue here with me. But in the circumstances I'm going to talk about in that video, you're going to see money didn't really do much of that. I mean, it helped a little bit, but it wouldn't have solved the different things that I went through just to get through the journey to get here where I am. I think it was a direct attack on my life, and which tells me that my move here possibly had nothing to do with just wanting to relocate. I may have an assignment here by God. And again, I ain't no preacher man or nothing, but I learned a long time ago when I'm under the biggest attack is when I'm under the anointing because God is guiding me somewhere and the enemy is trying to attack me to cut me short. He wants me to turn around. He wants me to quit. And that is a sign. Let me give it to you like this. If David, y'all know the old Bible story, this video, why is it so long? But I'm just giving encouragement. Let me say this. Y'all remember the Bible story of David and Goliath? If it wasn't for Goliath, we never would have heard anything about a David. See, Goliath was David's gateway to his throne. Get what I'm saying? David needed Goliath because that's what established him to be who he was. We still remember years, centuries later, we're still talking about that old Bible story, David and Goliath. See, his story would not have existed if it wasn't for Goliath in the first place. So your obstacle doesn't mean that God is not willing to bless you. Your obstacle doesn't mean that the blessing ain't on the other side. It just means you got to find a way around it and keep it moving, player. Remember I told y'all my acronym is called KIM, keep it moving. Okay, I got a sister named Kim, and that's her name. Keep it moving. Just because you're running into obstacles, it doesn't mean that the answer is no. It just means you have to push past the obstacles. Do you understand what I'm saying? And many of you guys, you quit way too much, even in this business. This business sickens me sometimes. Sometimes, people, they'll take one trade, lose a trade, and then they quit. And they don't want to cry. Well, listen, if that's the way you are, this is the wrong business for you. Yes, Mr. Elvis, he had a 17-0 week, but the week before that, he had 23 wins and 5 losses or something like that. I forgot what it was. It was still an astronomical win, but honestly, you want me to be honest? Okay, here's honest. The 5 losses happened early in the week, and we had tons of people who wanted to quit, and they did. And then not realizing that was just a few trades, and then they missed out on all the 20-something trades they won afterwards. You see what I'm saying? People just quit everything way too fast. They just expect everything to be perfect, and that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And just to switch to talk about Forex, if that's what you're expecting on Forex, I'm sorry. I'm encouraging you. Don't sign up for nothing with us. Please do not get into trading, because even the richest people on the planet and some of the best people in the planet, and how do I know? Because I actually work with or am involved quietly behind the scenes with some of the best people on the planet. One of these guys, he has won championships in Forex trading. Championships, numerous championships. And guess what? He loses trades too. And I wouldn't have thought beforehand, but once I got involved with them, I said, yeah, he loses trades too, but he still is a champion. He has won championships in Forex trading, and he still loses trades. So what does that tell you? The best in the business is going to lose trades. So if you're one of those people who just quit all the time because you're just expecting the Holy Grail, never to lose anything, see, you're one of those people that's easily knocked off track, and you will always find a hard time in succeeding in anything that you do. You will always find a hard time succeeding. Not because success is not, oh my God, y'all, wait, sorry. Look at that koi fish right there, right there. Y'all see it? Oh my God, they got koi fish in here, right there. Did y'all see that one under the water? I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. This place is so pleasant and beautiful. So anyway, the point is, if you're one of those people who are expecting success without any opposition, then I'm sorry to tell you, I really want to set the proper expectation. Don't trade with any service out there, none, because all of them are going to have a certain win percentage. Let me give you an example. If I told you that we have a 90% win rate, you heard the 90, but the problem is there's a 10% in there, and you didn't acknowledge the 10, although you did. See, when I said 90% win rate, what does that tell you? That means 10% of your trade is going to lose. So for an example, last week, I think it was around, I ain't got no percentages, but think about it like this. If we had won 23, I think it was 23 trades and only lost 5, right? That's incredible week. So that's around what, 80%, if we say 80% or 85% win rate. So if you say 85% win rate, you're like, okay, man, that is smashing. Problem is, the market doesn't tell you when that extra percentage, the losing percentage, the 10% loss or the 15% loss or the 20% loss, the market doesn't tell you when it's going to happen. So sometimes it'll happen in the middle of you may be on a good win streak and then you lose a trade here or there and it feels like, okay, no big deal. But if you get the first couple of trades and they lose early in the week, you quit because you're like, oh my God, I can't handle this. And then guess what? The 80% of the trades, which happened last week, 20-something trades, back to back winners, back to back. And the whole week was just clear wins. But those who quit early in the week, they missed out on all the other ones. And then the 17 wins last week. So they missed out on all of those. So if you add up 27, 23 plus 17, what is that? 40 winning trades and only 5 losses. But see, the ones who quit when the 5 had came earlier, they lost out on the 40 winners. So if this is going to be your personality, I'm begging you, don't look into trading the markets, because they're always going to be unshaky, always unstable. Something's always going to be announced, and you're going to lose some trades, not because the setup was wrong, your trading system was crooked or whatever. It's just that's the nature of this beast. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Are you understanding? Okay. So if as long as you got that concept in your head and you can keep that intact, then the markets is great for you. But if you're a person who's desperate for money and you need every trade to win to pay a bill, then I'm telling you up front, don't even pay to come to my class, because if I was to tell you you're not going to lose a trade, I'm being dishonest, and I don't need people's money like that. You understand what I'm saying? We donate money anyway, so why lie to you? And I'd rather just tell you the truth. And let me give you one more thing. God, this video was supposed to be 3 minutes. Okay, let me say this. It could be that this is for you, but not right now. So if you fit in this category, then this is for you. If you got too much on your plate where you can't focus and your emotions are all over the place, I strongly suggest just hold off on trading for a little bit. Or you can study, you know what I mean, and trade in a demo account where it's no emotions, and you can do that. And then when you're ready emotionally, then you come on and join, okay? And then you start trading. But I think a lot of you guys are really exhausted emotionally, and you got so much going on. Some people are going through a relationship breakup or a divorce. You're dealing with job issues. You're dealing with this and that. And so you got so much on your plate, and so you're not focused. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not focused. And this job requires focus. And it's quick. And that's what's so crazy, is because when you trade, the rules are not that complicated, but you can screw up some of the simplest rules when your emotions are way out of whack. And I don't know if that ever happened to you, but it happens to me. And I've been trading for years, and I'm on here as a teacher telling you this. If you're not focused, you can have the best trading system, you can have the best instructions, and yet and still you will screw it up simply because your mind wasn't focused on it. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Which is another reason why, with all the stuff I got going on, that's the reason why I'm holding off on trading, and I'm taking signals from the signals group myself. You understand? That's why. Okay, so anyway, I hope this video was a little bit helpful, and I will see you guys. If you're my students or in the Simplicity group, I will see you guys in the morning where we can get back to class. I enjoy I love class. I love the question and answer. I love talking with you guys. If you're not part of the Super Easy group yet, just click on the Super Easy Forex, go to superezforex.com and click on the join button, and you can be ready to go so that you can be in class with me in the morning. Again, if you just want to trade on your own and you just need some trading tools to automate the process, get some sexy analysts, and that's loveyourcharts.com. But again, if you just want to, let somebody else do all the trading so you can do other things with your life, then join the Signals group. And the link is on the website, superezforex.com /signal-service, but the link is on the website, superezforex.com. Okay. All right. I'm out. I love you guys. I'm going to go hang back out with my wife and enjoy this beautiful, serene, peaceful area. Y'all see this? This is so cool. Y'all see that? That's way cool. And the only noise that was out here is my voice. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next video sometime later this week. Peace and hair grease. Bye.